Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be talking to you guys about organic versus non-organic or conventional. And so this video is going to be just more of a talking video, but a very, very informative or educational video. So definitely stay tuned to the end because I have some very important information that I want to make sure that you do not miss. For starters, let me apologize for my absence last week. I told you guys that I was going to have this video out last week, and as you can see, the week has come and gone. One, I did have a birthday, and so I am another year older. And two, I was super sick going into last week, and so I actually ended up in the hospital. All is well. All my tests came back negative. No COVID, no flu, no pneumonia. Thank you, God. They actually don't know what I had or have, and they sent me home. It's been about a week since they released me, and so I just took it super easy last week. I didn't do a whole lot, and I just basically gave my body the rest that I felt like it needed. You know, I'm a health person, or like I do all the things health, but the things that I know to do are not always easy to put into practice, but that's really what I really tried to do last week. So I took a week for myself. I had a birthday. I literally did nothing. I don't even think I stepped foot on the ground outside. Okay, I did absolutely nothing, but I am back this week. This is going to be a very informative and educational video for you guys, and so hopefully you enjoy it. Let me know if I leave anything out. Let me know if you have any questions about anything, but let's go ahead and get into it. So I'm going to be starting this new series on my channel where we're going to be diving into the education behind the foods that we buy. Not just the healthy living, but the healthy knowledge that goes into the foods that we buy. So it is my passion and my heart's desire that we live a better life, and I believe that starts with education. That is not going to happen with me telling you what I eat in a day, with me just kind of guiding you. That's a start. That's a part of the process. With me meal planning for you, or meal planning with you, or showing you how to meal prep. All of that is a part of it. But when you go to the grocery store, you're virtually on your own. So my goal in this series is to educate you on what exactly to do when you go to the grocery store, what to look out for, what to be aware of, how to shop for healthy choices and selections for you and your family. All right, so let's just go ahead and get started. So I took some notes here, so if you see me referencing my notes, that's why. But I want to make sure that I don't miss anything, and if I do, please comment down below, and I would definitely be happy to do a follow-up video on anything that I missed. So first of all, let's talk about what is organic versus what's not organic. Organic in terms of food basically just means food that is produced by following the standards of organic farming. So farming standards do vary worldwide. Now, one thing to keep in mind, this does apply to fruits, vegetables, and animal products. Now, animal products are only able to be classified as organic if they are not given antibiotics or hormones during the growth process. Hi from the future. I'm sitting here editing this video that you're watching, and I wanted to make sure that I drove a couple of points home. One is that I use the term regular versus organic, and I really just want to be clear that regular is actually considered conventional farming or conventional growth or produce, but it's not the regular way, right? Society has gotten it backwards, or society has brainwashed us to think that organic is something new, something holistic, something just like this crazy phase, when all truth be told, organic is the right regular way to eat things, okay? That's the regular way to eat and grow produce, and conventional is not. Okay, so I want to be sure to make that clear. What has happened is
Conventional is a faster process, so it's more popular, it's more abundant, you get more from it. And so that's where the term regular has gotten misconstrued. But let's understand that organic is the regular way to eat and grow food. Thank you.
Regular farming typically uses they put the same thing in the soil all the time, and you kind of just die down the soil. Let's say that you're growing strawberries or blueberries or peaches. You do this over and over and over and over again, and the soil becomes less fertile because it's using the same thing. There's no rotation of crops, so the soil isn't able to grow healthily. When you grow things organically, that means that you rotate your crops. So you may grow spinach this time, then you may grow blueberries next time, then you may grow watermelon the next time, then you may grow avocados the next time. Okay, so
I really want to make this a really informative video, so I'm sorry for coming back on here again, but I am more than aware. Now, I'm not a farmer, I'm not an agricultural expert. I have just studied and researched my lane, if you will, which is, how does my food grow? What do they do to my food before it gets to my table? That's where my research has started and stopped. Now, with that being said, I don't know if farmers are able to use the same soil for avocados and watermelon. I would assume that they are able to do all fruits and all vegetables, like in a section perhaps. But if I were a farmer, I would probably not put spinach and apples next to each other, just because fruit and a vegetable. So I know in this video I said watermelons, avocados, spinach, whatever, and I kind of mixed the fruits and vegetables. And so I definitely wanted to be clear that fruits would probably be with fruits and vegetables would be with vegetables. But for the sake of, like I said, where my knowledge starts and stops, that's where my reference came from. So thank you.
The fertilizer is able to become more fertile and it stays fresh longer. It also uses less energy whenever you rotate your crops or whenever you organically farm things. It does cost more for farmers to grow things organically, so it takes a little bit longer because it's not pumped up with a bunch of stuff. It's not grown with a bunch of things, and it's nasty fly, like it's disgusting. It does cost extra money for farmers to grow things organically because the process is obviously more natural. So it may take longer. And so that's where we see a spike in price at the grocery store, because it takes them longer. It takes them more resources. It costs more. So that's where they hike up the price to kind of get a return off that investment. Now, is organic better for you? Does it really matter if you eat organic? What do we do there? Yes, it matters if you eat organic, and this is why. Organic foods reduce the amount of pesticides being ingested into our systems and into our bodies. Now, cadmium is actually one of the metals or toxins that I want to talk about. Cadmium is one of the toxins found in conventional or non-organic crops. Now, cadmium is a highly toxic metal that we don't want to ingest or eat, but it gets in our foods by conventional variety, okay? Now, cadmium has been found to be linked to an increased risk of everything from Alzheimer's to cardiovascular disease to even hormone disruption. This toxin had 400 times lower levels in organic foods versus the conventional variety foods. Okay, so the same apple had 400% less cadmium in it than the regular apple. So absolutely crazy. Other studies have linked pesticide exposure to an increased risk in children for ADHD and even a lower IQ. So absolutely important that you at least have the awareness to know. Here's the question. One of the main questions that we get is, do I have to buy everything organic? What about my budget? What about I can't afford it? Do I just forsake it all? The answer is you don't have to buy everything organic, but you do need to know which foods to buy organic and which ones to not buy organic. The EWG, or the Environmental Working Group, puts out a list of what they call the Clean 15 foods and the Dirty Dozen foods. And on this list, they give a recommendation of foods that we recommend that you buy organic and that we absolutely forbid you to buy conventional. Okay, but again, people have to know what's on this list. I can do a whole video on just those foods and those food groups of what they recommend that you buy organic, or what is recommended that you buy organic, and what's recommended that you can kind of get away with still buying conventional and still be safe. Is organic actually quote unquote healthier for you? Now, the studies are actually split on whether it's actually healthier for you. Now, in its original or conventional sense, obviously it makes sense to not eat pesticides in your food, but does that mean that the nutritional value is increased in the organic apple versus the regular apple? The studies are split. So technically, if you wanted to buy the regular apple, you would still get the same nutritional value. You would just increase your risk for pesticide exposure, antibiotics, and hormone exposure. Well, the first thing that you can do in order to start eating healthier or buying healthier is to buy from your local farmers markets if you have the option to do so. But even if you don't, the second thing that you can do is to buy in season. Okay, so buy foods that are in season. Right now it's summertime, so watermelon is in season. Do not buy watermelon in January. Okay, so there's no reason, there's no way. We back in the day, back in our caveman days, we were not eating watermelon in the middle of January. So why do we think that it's okay just because the farmer grew it and they put it at the grocery store for us to eat these foods out of season? So if you'd like me to do a whole video on foods that are in season and what time of year is best to eat which foods, fruits and vegetables, I would love to do that for you guys. So comment down below and let me know if that's something that you would like to see. And lastly, what do I do if I just cannot commit to organic yet? I can't commit to this lifestyle. I just don't have the funds or the budget. Then this is what I have to say. This is what I suggest. Eat conventional fruits and vegetables, because this is the thing about it. I guarantee you that eating a conventional or regular apple versus eating a bag of chips, the apple is going to do a lot more for you than the bag of chips will. So even if you can't commit to organic just yet, still buy conventional fruits and vegetables, still buy conventional meats. Just learn and educate yourself as you go. Also, I would definitely suggest making one small financial change at a time. Either increase your budget, or if you can't do that, because I understand a lot of families can't increase their budget, especially in these times, then definitely just kind of carve out just a space. Maybe if your budget is $200 a paycheck or $200 a week or $100 a paycheck or a week, then carve out $25 for organic options. Just kind of include it in there somehow. There are ways. What does your family eat on a regular basis? Do they eat strawberries? My family eats strawberries regularly. So I'm always making sure to include organic in the budget so that we can afford the things that we eat the most. So those are just some small ways that I contribute to the health of our family or the health of my family, and I definitely want to recommend that you do that as well. So with that being said, guys, this is the end of the video. I hope that you found it helpful. I hope that you found it useful. I hope that wasn't too chatty, but it was very informative. And I hope that you gained something from this. Comment down below and let me know what you gained. Did you get something from this? Was this educational? Was this up your alley? Please let me know. It is my desire to leave you feeling empowered, to leave you feeling inspired, to go to the grocery store and take back your choice, take back your options. I want to stand in the gap for you as the consumer and my brothers and sisters in Christ, and I want to highlight what the farmers are doing right and what they're doing incorrectly. So If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. That definitely helps boost the algorithm and helps me to reach more people. And until next time, you guys, thank you so much for watching, and you'll see me in my next video. Bye for now. Hold on, there is a fly. But he'll be back and I'll be here. I hate flies. I despise them. Disgusting little nasty vermin. Ugh. Flies are like equivalent to like mice and rats. Like disgusting creatures. Anyway, so I got him.